Live. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring warm greetings to you from the TNN TV podcast. My name is Prince Emil Koma. Today is the 4th of July 2024. Very interesting date. Two major things that happen around the world at this particular time. Today is the independence of the United States of America, supposedly the beacon of democracy. That democracy word, they become something where more people in the question as to the tenets of it itself and the applicability. But that's a different topic for a different day. Also, now the other great country of the United Kingdom, there's also election underway as we speak. Earlier on, I do a video in which I appeal to members them, not only members them, but the general public to go out and vote Labour. 40 years of Tory disaster has to come to an end. At least we know issues the way we can adjudicate on because we don't get them for 14 years. Also significant at this election, as per constituency and constituents, especially Usaimi Day, is a sister where they stand where they call Miata Fambule. And hope stay una go, una see in name day, una please try for put a tick to a name. Labour must come back to power. Should come back to power, will come back to power. Miata Fambule, now young constituency, hopefully will be the next MP for this constituency. But also significant na the conversation at the country Usai may come out, Usai two of me guests then come out, the political landscape, the agenda, if you want to call on state capture of institutions, we will not talk about many a times, we turn out for be in the form of a recent tripartite as a consequence of a very controversial 2023 elections. That conversation still continue. So recommendation we need for make. With me today, we get two very vocal brothers them. One of them is Imran Ture, commonly known as Imran T, a very good friend of this platform. Alongside him is another brother and a friend, Superman, who once upon a time had a program or a stage presence on this particular platform where we've been called Inside Salon today. He's been away for quite a while, over a year, I believe. But today he's back because the thing that we divide we, they're far, far less than the thing that we're supposed for unite we. One of the things that they unite Sierra Leoneans, regardless of particular political identity and etc., is the commonality of the country USA we belong and the goodness where we believe say for come out of it. And this is not the conversation one can have. Salon people them are big una. Apologize to una because this show should have come on at about 3 o'clock. So we are almost an hour late. I see few people are not begin to join, other people are not give up. I even see messages and call them where I get. So una we don't join, una please ship. This is the TNN TV media podcast. My name is Prince Emil Koma. Today is the 4th of July, 2023. Very interesting conversation ahead with two very vocal brothers. Them. Please help for share and don't touch that dial. Yes, Imran T and Supermed, welcome to the platform, and I'll just go straight into the business. Imran, I put this to you. The long-awaited tripartite report, we don't go into the history any longer, but the long-awaited report is now public consumption, and we've had few days from where they release them, for let we don't able for chairman, process them, and etc., and have an opinion on them. You, as a very vocal person the media stage, I would like to ask you, what do you think about the report as a whole?
Honestly, I don't know where to start, but I will begin nevertheless. I agree you talk about elections in England, yeah? Are they in my own strong stance? I know they vote for the first time in England. I not vote because I not support the Labour leader. His stance where it is supports Israel, in waiting and they do. This complicit business here with and deeper now one way me not agree with. And I decided this there, even though me they support me not labor supporter, ardent labor supporter, just because they support Zionism over humanity, decide for abstain. I not get any option for ever vote for conservative, but nevertheless, I know they vote for Labour this year. I know they vote at all because I know they vote for somebody where they support genocide. So I abstain. I have not voted. Coming to Sierra Leone, this is not surprising. Some of us, we don't talk about anything there. When we talk about things that we come today, quite a lot of people that can feel to say some of we are just noise we make. They don't know for say we get a good thought process. We think out things then before we say them. Looking at the whole thing, exactly what is some of we be talking now happen. To start with, the intention behind the tripartite, I had problems with it. And it showed clearly at the end. Then go inside, for them and come out with one report. How they go inside and so then come out. Then go inside two separate entities, then came out back, two separate entities. They're not able to agree. Because there is a fundamental divide in our country. And what happened so just reflects the decadence where then we country is totally rotten from political system. It rotten from top to bottom. We don't decide to not go pretend over issues like this. We get forgive the people them the right for make them decide because that's a basic fundamental thing. We had an election, we not get result. That means to say we forget another elections. That there's no two ways about it. And the people them way matter, they were never consulted. They're not in the tripartite. The people them when they say they elect, not so one of them. Then there's the just because the people in disgruntled, the people in the show their anger, he call police. He bring police then come now in your party office. What did they tell you? That tell you to them people they are then totally removed from reality. If you're not a politician, you not want to be criticized. You're not a politician. The tools that were available to you as a politician, you don't know how to use them. One of them tools then they now the very people the way they lead, you can forget people in the body. The other thing where you can forget oratory. You can forget empathy. You can be very convincing. You're not able to do any of the above. Then what do? You bring police come for can muzzle the people, for can bully the people. The people are being bullied by the opposite party. You now one of the leader. You don't do nothing about it. Then when the people complain, you go bring police come. Then they tell you for say, if you're not a politician, when push comes to shove, you're not able to resolve anything. You not get people's skills. Then you're not fit to be there. I'm not fit to say for be eating candle with police, you never be just show up anymore. And now that makes them of who they thinking very strongly for suspend with membership in the APC party. And I go encourage quite a lot of people and for do that until we get a clear overhaul of that party day. And not just APC party, SLPP too. And they encourage SLPP them for me to resign or better suspend their membership. Now both parties, because they don't serve the people them. If they serve the people, we get an elections. We not get result. Then you want to go college. It's not possible. Because election na the fuel in democracy where they run the engine. If you know they get election in a democracy, that's not a democracy. We get an elections. Then talk for say results no day. Then once we for agree and accept that. I see one over fattened pig. We don't write for pepper soup now, we country, when they call the American ambassador. I think that man don't go beyond it don't go ultra virus. It don't go beyond its powers. It interfere now way too much. If he feels to say what in they happen now we country, it is satisfactory for him, because they have a right to have their own, how they call them. Everybody gets that right there for them to get their own interest. Their own interest, it is clear, not so we interest. But if their interest na Marabio, let them carry and go, they go make them presidents in the White House. Marabio not win elections because White House, people the way they did it, now people the way win election. We serve with State House for be the same. Anybody where they did it, supposed to win elections. Marabio not win the elections. APC has failed in protecting the people and votes. From whether they talk, say they do that. Maybe not say they don't fail anyway, because some of we be tell them say, Ebo, this election here, if una go there, it's like una the care una self gonna the habitua for slaughter. Because Marabio, from where he came 2018, all he did now for put in the machinery for rig the 2023 elections. Stage by stage, every stage of the way. Some of us saw it, and we said it. We said, we allow boycott this election. Everything about the election was rigged before the elections. Now they are telling us, I say, this rest here, they don't cook more, they just wait for let them shape the rest. If we go there, we'll not go get nothing for this food here. Let we not go. People then come out, oh, they don't pay una. They talk so. Some of them they come out. Oh, the American ambassador said for let we go. Let we go no more. Let we do the elections. Look what's in happen now. Look what's in happen. But as I said to people then, it's not too late for let's alone people and wake up. Because when they look at the Kenya model, I know I read and talk about tribe, I know I read and talk about political party. The people just came out to have their way. Because at the end of the day, in a democracy, the center of democracy space na the people them heart, na the people them livelihood. So the people them in a democracy always in the center because they give consent. If they not give consent, we get for make them realize say they have not consented for a matter building a state house.
Okay,
anybody will talk say we for do otherwise, pretend say the election don't pass, then we move on. I go see that person there as enemy of the state. Clearly. Why?
Point taken.
Because that is a very bad precedence. It don't happen before. It don't happen before. This is the time. This is the time. Go for stop that. And the people them get for stand up this time, tie them or tie them belt. Say we are not going to accept this.
We go come to that, and point noted that the people have to stand up this time and not allow this for happen. We also got another studio guest in person of Supermed. Supermed, good to see you. Welcome back. Yeah, on the issue of the tripartite, the same question was posed to Imran T. It's now for public consumption, and it's been a couple of days, and everybody getting take from inside the tripartite recommendation. So I pose this to you: waiting at the take recommendation, anything will shock you, surprise you? What's your general view about the outcome?
Okay, thank you very much, Brother Prince Amil Koma. And I want to empathize with Imran team position. Why not vote for Labour? Myself now a lifelong Labour supporter, where they pay me contribution to Labour every month. But this time around, myself said decide not for vote for Labour. And one of the reasons we make her not vote for Labour now the ongoing conflicts in Gaza, and they see the suffering. And it's just unbelievable for anybody we get conscience, not call Semelis stop immediately, until and drag and say before they come to that position. Because of that humanitarian feeling for other people, I decided not to vote for Labour, even though I'm a Labour Party member and they pay me contribution at Labour. Well, I want to make it clear, I don't vote for the Conservative at all. In fact, I vote for the Greens. I'll let everybody know. I'm also an environmentalist. I like the Greens and policy. So I say if I don't vote for my party, let me vote no waste. Somebody who believe in democracy and they vote for the Greens. Now, when it comes to what's happy with the tripartite, again, I know say me as an APC party member, I believe in the APC. I believe in the ideology of APC. They say more time how they eat salt and pepper and they make mistake. Yes, I believe say back the APC as a party, we make plenty mistakes. Plenty mistakes. Say go into this election and we see what's the outcome. But then say where something don't pass, it don't pass. Now, what is the way forward? Obviously, waiting come out na the tripartite where we see they go do the presentation to the president. It was very disappointing, very heartbreaking to with the APCians them. We be the hope and pray for something else. But again, reality is a reality. Where some of we see the communique will be come out after the dialogue, will be communicate them quite clearly to members and say, what we see by this communique, it is going to be about reforming with electoral processes and management. Me come up, one of the interviews they want to make, I communicate clearly to the people, say, listen, that in itself, if it's successful, it's a win. And no say yes, it is very disheartening. It is very sad. You know, it is very unfortunate where people then go vote and then vote are not counted. Where people then go vote and all that thing else come out. I say, but we self as a party make blunders them. Now, them blunders they don't come, we don't do so, we do so. What we need for do now is for communicate to members them, we supporters them, we well wishers them, and to Sierra Leoneans in general. Honestly, I say because now we're in the 21st century, communicating clearly and honestly is very important. I say not go nice for all the go round the circle, give people information tomorrow, and not can come out how the people they expect. And now they see so now. It was quite clear from the communique. Now they see during the processes, we are people that say, oh, the 19 go count Samoa, oh, they don't count 50 to come up, oh, Samoa not shake hand because this is now. Now the new talk line they say Australia judge. All of this is not good for the people then because they promise, nothing is coming out. So they appeal to the party and they appeal to Dr. Samoa himself, make it come and communicate clearly to the people. Because we don't see the international partners then, what will they talk about? But in America, basically, if I put money safe, we don't see the step what they don't take. They believe in the ethics recommendation will come out. And again, we commend with people them, will be then at the Tripartite committee, will make the ethics recommendations and they. Something come up at the Tripartite committee. Now we open pray and now we hold the government accountable, many implement them. They ethics reforms and they recommendations and they. If they implement them, I believe say one way or the other, we'll get some strong footing. Again, it also depends on the people them whether they are in position and they. When they implement, when they put something, well, Lord, they may they abide by them. But they are very, very thorough recommendations. Very, very thorough recommendations. Where for bring with democracy in line with the 21st century. So now not lose heart by that side. Yes, it is far now. They say I'm saying it's disappointing. It did far, it did this. But if God will longer for everybody, very, very soon, 2028 is going to approach you around the corner. And again, at the old Sierra Leoneans, them, let we continue for remain peaceful. Let we continue for remain peaceful because we can't get an history. We get an history. We all know how we can't come out. We know what's in the constraints them, what they go through the elect today. We know how they punish. They did plenty to them, what they go through today. So that's all there for them in context. Now, my own appeal to APCians, now the diaspora, now Sierra Leone, is that this election, 2023, it done. We don't pass them. The recommendation don't come out. We open the Tripartite, but some TS don't come out. Let we come together as a political party. Let we organize ourselves. Let we unite ourselves. Let we strengthen ourselves. Let we build up strategies. For make sure say when the time come, we're in the right footing for take on the SLPP and win the election free and fairly. And then we take on the reins of government and bring on the reforms them where that country they need. for move forward. We know say the APC party, now the party will don't deliver for Sierra Leone. Given the opportunity, we will even deliver more. We don't learn a lot in with time in opposition. But we need so the colonel bloggers them make we communicate clearly to the people. That is how they appeal to Dr. Samuel Kamara himself. Make he can address the people and say, we're not happy what's happen. We don't go through so much over the year. But now here we don't reach. And any recommendation we get, we don't get now findings. They call them divergent findings. We get side they will not agree. But the side they will agree, then plenty. 80 recommendation. We come out, SLPP and APC agree for the 80 recommendation. And we get in the world, we know, I got they call divergent findings. According to we findings, with the APC, we feel say we win the election. But SLPP say no, now then win the election and then call and then stick with that in position. So we not agree. But again, all of that was presented to the president. Until now, you know, talk, you not go vote for Christmas. So it's not clear. Say that them findings in there, again, not going to be actualized. But we make sure, say, with all the waiting international community don't talk. Say, even the final application of the compact is also pending for many implements, then recommendation they all don't agree on. And now they look say the government get for all and cabinet meeting and white paper get for come out. Plenty of recommendations they are needed. They're important for them move with democracy to Usawala Ide. And not say plenty of we are disappointed. We are heartbroken. We really feel that. But unfortunately, the reality is the reality. And the sooner we accept them, the better we begin prepare ourselves. The better we begin put mechanism in place for strengthening our own internal democracy. For put people them in place, for make sure say we get lower level election again for can begin. By 2026, we get convention. We will think about for updates with membership, for make a digital membership record. That's a big work one day. So the earlier we dust ourselves, we get up and get on with it, the better. So if they ask me for the tripartite and who we come also, I don't want to dwell again for blame all the mistakes, the blunders, the so on and so forth. We don't come on now. But waiting, I want appeal to the leadership and Dr. Samuel Kamara himself, now for communicate this clearly to the people. The people can able to take them. Not what we the people, yes, who will be disappointed, who will be heartbroken, but we able to take them say, yes, this time yeah, we they move on. We they begin member for begin organize yourself from what level? Take a constituency, take go district, take go regional and national. Now go begin a whole meeting. We now begin put mechanism in place and prepare ourselves going forward. And also continue for all governments accountable. And make sure say then
that's a joke.
80 recommendations.
All governments accountable.
They're going to be actionable and implementable. So if you ask me, I want to stop now first and over to you, Mr. Prince and Mikoma.
Can I just say I've totally fundamentally disagree with my brother from the 8.
Okay, make you case, Imran, please.
I will make the points then clear. I was finding it, say my brother very disingenuous way it day under they talk say it is unfortunate they don't count vote. That was deliberate. It was premeditated that the votes were not counted for make them get a desired result for BO. And you they talk for say the American ambassador believe in the recommendations. So start with the recommendations, then pass 100 and something. The things that would
sorry, Mr. Imran, the recommendation are 80. Now 80.
Okay. Well,
yes.
the recommendations then, if 80, if not to 2, not to 3, 80. That is too much for that we move on. It is way too much. If then they accept that in America for let them get elections, where inconclusive, then they decide for put somebody will not win elections in the White House, I don't think some of us will agree to that. Because to start with, you say, Mbiogo implement. Oh, my brother, but come on. You're a landed man with a lot of exposure. After when I don't make the recommendation, the very person where abuse the people, where abuse democracy, where abuse the constitution, now him they come implement the recommendations. It's not like say you go play football, you come up play football, you dirty one, you come, you was there wearing the same dirty clothes. Well, me man, when I left that thing there, when they do so.
Well, Mr. Emman, let's just interject quickly. That clarify point. Very important.
You know, you don't talk like for say you want for let them just push everything
no,
under the
before
carpet.
you move on, that clarify.
And say nothing not happen.
Don't forget to.
Nothing not happen. That is not acceptable.
Negotiator.
So Imran, hang on.
Imran. You know, because this will happen in the implementation. The implementation of the recommendations there by Mother Bio. Now, travesty of justice.
Well, it's very
people
important.
Of Sierra Leone. Why
That is
of
why
all people now
so Imran,
when people go implement them, now you go come back, can't tell people and say, hey, Nababia, that will take us, that will go before. Bio is not going to implement any of those things.
Imran, interject quickly because this is allowed on the show, and then you can continue. So, Superman, interject quickly.
Yes, I quickly want to interject. For tell them say the principal. Now, make some of when be the dialogue be end, when the communique be come out, we now be on points with disappointment already. The principal for the principal negotiator, now Dr. Samuel Kamara. Now he agreed to that. Now he agreed say when them pull here, then go to the president. Now so them don't forget so the tripartite. Now one of the article, now 8 article come up on that dialogue. Now one of the article when they were
article 3.
Article 3, yes. So now him as Dr. Samuel negotiate him, say yes, now so the process go. So unfortunately, I can say we don't come in and we're all disappointed. We don't hold them account, we don't talk about that, we don't talk about that. We're all disappointed. And because like what you say no more,
well, in a democracy, at this point, I feel to say the leadership for bring and come back to the electorate, bring and come back to the people. Because at the end of the day, people are very disgruntled. This thing don't bring a lot of resentment and don't ferment a lot of hatred.
Mr. Imran again, don't be realistic here. Don't forget
I feel to say APC and all subsequent parties them for take them back to the people. Because if we not do that, then we not really they practice democracy. Because what thing happen is not about Samura, it's not about APC. It is about the Sierra Leonean people. And if they keep them out of this conversation, then something is fundamentally wrong with democracy. In fact, we don't even have a democracy. Better make that clear. In those days, we get semblance of democracy. Now, it's all been wiped out.
No, okay, Mr. Imran, what you want to say, it is very important. Let we analyze what's in there in front of we. This now so the dialogue come out. And the principal negotiator, Dr. Samuel Kamara, he agree to what the mechanism of the dialogue is. Not forget, so this is a mechanism where then sets. Now he agree. So this is what happened. This is what waiting at the time. And this will get for play with. Now, waiting the American ambassador said to quite clearly, he said they don't approve that 480 million compact. He said,
to be honest, between me and you two, I do not want to hear that.
No, but it is very important that we hear that.
About MCC and this conversation, because that's not what we are talking about. We are talking about elections and everything that we're supposed to be talking about is to do with the elections. Compact to not be a bribe. That is a bribe. That is a bribe. If you do as we say, look, let me tell you something. America, they are the most incredible. They are the most incredible. They are the most people that were not credible. They don't rep them at Togo. They don't rep them at Mali. They don't rep them at Niger. They rep them any side. Now we can't embrace them as Sierra Leone. Now people that were not interested in democracy, If they're interested in democracy, they're not going to give Israel weapon for commit genocide right in the face of everybody in the world for see. Now them people and they would go encourage our country. Let me tell you this.
Mr. Imran,
Me now one
now,
of the
you
first
see,
things we don't do immense research on colonialism.
Super 1
The
minute.
way they talk
Let
and the
me
things the way they show, it make I believe say you are highly colonial in your thinking. Because if you become Australian, they can't talk say America say they go give money, we get a problem. Problem what we need for solve. Problem where local. Politics is local. That man should not be in the equation. If we are a politician, this is what we should be telling the people. Say politics is about locality. It is about indigenous issues. If we get we country get an elections. Now Israeli people and vote. Why do we need an American for can't tell me for say, hey, if we agree no more, then do
okay,
this.
so Imran, let me ask you this.
But come on, that's the bribe.
Imran,
are we going that low? Are we so low in Sierra Leone for take money over with livelihood? Over with freedom?
Hang on.
The very American and then tell we for say we all these truths to be self-evidence that all men are created equal and they are endowed with their creator with certain inalienable rights. One of their rights and then are the rights to live, rights to life. Freedom.
Social media. They talk about international community. Not to say.
I don't speak about them because I don't
always did many times.
Say this thing will happen in our country has nothing to do with international community.
No, but you were talking said international community
from time immemorial. Politics is local. Politics is local.
Okay. Let me take control of the program again, please. Yeah, let me take control of the program. And I understand and love the passionate debate and the counter. Hang on, Imran, and the counter arguments. Them. This is very brilliant. This is very good. It show true sportsmanship. It show true respect. In terms of divergence of opinion. But Imran, if you can just make this short before I go back to Supermed. Obviously, your tapes out there, your voice messages are out there as to where you stood and what you be expect, and you exemplify some of it here in terms of being frustrated over the process, which is good. But here is the question now: with what happened, we get interlocutors, we get mediators, then we come in the middle. So we can't just dismiss them. We can disagree with them, but we can't dismiss them. And I agree the quote part of the U.S. Constitution that we are cloaked with inalienable rights, which is true. But the contradictions there is spellbinding. The same people that we hold slaves, the same people that we the same constitution say, we people that we look like me and you, they don't pull and they, of course, now we're 3/5 of human, which means that we're not full human, not recognize supremacy and etc. But the point here, Imran, is we can't do away with these interlocutors, can we? And if we get them at the midst for broker peace between we as mediators, as flawed as the process is, what else can we do? Do we kick them out?
My brother,
who comes in?
My brother, if it comes to the worst, they have to do a referendum if that's what the people want. Most of the people that when they talk to, when they call me, hundreds of them, thousands of them, so they call and they cry that they're not going to accept this. They're not going to get under Mother Bio for another 4 years because they not vote for them. And the thing what they talk about now, would they talk about how you call them moral guarantors? Now America they look to for morality. America. Now England they look to for morality. Most of them when they come out
if not them,
the whole presidents in other countries, they can put on their own jail in America.
So if not them, who else?
Grenada, go do atrocity. They bully people. Them. Now they talk say for be with moral guarantor England and America. Which part for morality England sabi or America sabi? When you talk about moral guarantor, it's like for instance where you go marry, where you get God mommy. Now in a moral guarantor, now in they teach you about marriage, the morality way involved. Now in go the guide you now. America, what they so right now? Look, they get the head of states and they make debates. Then they act like kindergarten. Then they misbehave publicly, internationally, then they see them. Then they give weapons to Israel for kill innocent people then. All manner of, even a young citizens protest against them, they don't care. Americans are not democratic. Then democracy, then they play with them based on their interest. Let me tell you this, my brother. They don't find oil in Sierra Leone. They don't find oil in Sierra Leone and beaucoup other supplementary minerals. America is very interested, and no one Russia anywhere around Sierra Leone.
Okay.
So they try for
Imran.
Then they try for wallpaper every crack on the wall for making it look okay, but it is not okay. My interest is not America. My interest is no politician. My interest is the fact that my people have been used consistently for over 60-something years. And this
Imran.
We got to punch them out.
Remember, say we get another guest as well. So many thanks for that. Point noted. We get a caller on the line. I don't know who it's for say, but I think now a brother and a man where we all supposed to know. And caller, if you can just introduce yourself quickly, where you they call from, and say and make your thoughts known, sir. Yeah, Jamboria. Okay, yeah, go on, sir. Express your thoughts.
I go advise the two speakers, they let them take out emotions from what and they say. They are saying something, but the emotions not they allow them to put across properly. Supernet, America double dealed in this state. Okay? Go and do a rethink. Imran is correct. And Imran, you cannot use the method that caused the problem to solve the problem. The Sierra Leoneans at this point in time, for sit down now and remember how we go make we economically independent. Now with dependency on bigger, and I make them the misuse we so. Of a cabal where they across the political parties. And then they connive with the West for fuck we up. And enough is enough. We are going on the rampage not to create war, but to tell the truth to the populace. And we get to tell the truth to the populace. Let the grassroots they know at the truth. Then we will take good decisions. On our put our emotions aside. We are not at the end of the road. This is the beginning of a new road for Sierra Leone.
Okay.
Thank you, my brother.
Yeah, many thanks for that. I think very salient points.
Well taken.
Thank you, Jamboria. Goodbye, sir. Many thanks. So let's put the emotions aside because the passions are running high. And just like the last speaker said, we say something here with too much sense, but the emotions running high, they sort of clash. Super. It's difficult, for that we put the mediators them aside. Yes, then compromise certain things then, but on the table, compromises has to be made. But does this disadvantage APC or SLPP? Who are the biggest losers in all of this? I really want to hear you because you view now the wrong counter to Imran's.
No, for the meantime, now APC are the biggest losers. For the meantime,
I'll put you on.
APC are the biggest losers for the meantime. And the people them also lose for the meantime. However, the Portugal they try for premise before Imran come in. I wonder Jalo Jaboria say, Mr. Jalo Jaboria say we emotion. I'm not emotional. They take me time talk. I think say now certain media do they talk, but I take my time and I try to make
passion.
Yes, exactly. So the key thing here is we premise the issue about international community. Now we say we bloggers them, we supporters them. Now we be the L international community. Not forget the tripartite. This thing will come also, this dialogue. Now Peace Commission Sierra Leone. Now they organize them. Then we APC, when they meet, we say we will not to believe anybody at all. When they bring in international partners. So now they bring in all the international partners. When they say they, and when you say international partners, that the international community, there is no international country, there is no international government. The most influential country in the world, as we know right now, not the United States of America. That is just a fact. You know, we go for the talk based on the fact. We know what we want and what's in reality. We're there in front of we. We want for to be independent, no country. More deal with the problem for we safe. More deal with economic situation for we safe. But unfortunately, the situation of the rights now, we cannot afford it. So what's the time for premise? What the time for talk? Say the recommendation them, yes, we need to see them now. 80 recommendation where SLPP and APC agree. 80. Some of them are very thorough. Not all of them will get for implement because of some constitutionality difficulties, but some of them are very thorough. So the American ambassador advised we say, them go all the government also accountable for make sure say these things are implemented. Now, part although they approve the compact, that goes speed the compact because the compact although they approve them, it go for Congress. And that compact has some go welcome as patriotic Sierra Leoneans. Even though, don't forget to, the American ambassador say, now 6-year period. So by 2022, all kinds of governance, now government can continue on. Now 6-year period. This now 480 million for helping power energy sector. Then they go get to Malabi or get to SLPP government too. When I go to the American ambassador say, then they call bidders and want to come make sure so energy sector set. Then bidders in there, now they get for give the money for me to execute waiting for execute. So this is something good for all the Antonians, regardless of the political persuasion. And the compact in what begin now. This compact don't begin from former president Ernest Koroma in term. Now don't begin by this compact. It is a long process. It takes time, a long process. So you see,
Superman, I don't know.
Okay.
You know how
Imran.
soft policy works.
Hang on, Imran. So I see you they shake your head vehemently in disagreement to what Superman been say. So let we see waiting, agree. Let we hear waiting, agree with waiting Superman.
Now this MCC thing where this money bring Canada waiting. I don't tell us an hour for area. Because to start with, we not go get something fundamentally wrong. Then we get somebody they wave carrots. Say una eat carrots and forget to tweet but what didn't happen. That is a bribe. It is not moral in the first place. You know, in any society where you go, if America now a moral guarantor, then when they think about the electorate, it is clear that the people are not happy. Look like what they talk about MCC. MCC now a soft policy. Then they use them, in a strategic way for make them get into the system, influence with society, for make America go able to get an upper hand for control we. And
very true. Very true.
It happened right before we. So what we talk about MCC now for Kanye and the other thing where they argue about vehemently. APC don't so say
Imran.
They come, brother. APC not relevant. So far, me concerned. After 2023, they are not relevant. Because if they were relevant, they're not going to allow SLPP for reduce them to this level where they did. Well, can you imagine from where SLPP take power 2018? They don't review the dictionary for APC. Now, na Sierra Leone, protests, na lawlessness. And APC agree with the new definition. To an extent, there is no one person we call himself leader. We go agree say people for protest.
Okay.
If you talk about
we get three callers on the line.
Brother, if you talk about protest to any leadership member, now APC, they deny like where Peter deny Christ. No. We have not they're so afraid for talk about protest. Then the other word where they review now the dictionary where APC agree with now incitement. Protest is not incitement. You know they incite person for protest. Why? Because protest is not a criminal offense. Protest is a right. And it is now the democratic menu. The democratic menu now with constitution. It is there. Anything whether not the constitution illegal. If you tell person for protest, it's like I tell me lovely brother Nayasi, let us eat jollof rice. Jollof rice not a crime. Jollof rice.
Okay, Imran, we get three callers on the line. We'll continue with your thoughts, Imran. Let's just take them callers there. Maybe they want to inject something new into the conversation. Okay, caller number 1. If you can just introduce yourself and say where you call from, and you can flow, please.
Yes, thank you very much. Please. Mina Ahmed.
Yeah, okay, and there's many thanks. But Adelwin, I will take your call shortly as well. Let this the other guy they called from Ahmed, do you hear me?
Yeah, I get you.
Okay, so go ahead with your thoughts. Yeah, we get so many call for try for winning.
I want to thank Imran, for your contribution. I'm a little bit disappointed with Superman because I remember when this day and then the former Superman one of the people they can platform when they talk about democracy seriously. And I can also vividly remember I say Superman did a down pitch on this election campaign vividly and talk about democracy. For all of the sudden you talk of 2028. You know that Mr. Prince, look, you don't make so many analysis for the past year while they follow you for the over 5-6 years when they follow you. Whether they follow you in and out of the platform, and I see the passion we get for Sierra Leone and how you analyze things there. I really love the analysis. It's not unfortunate that now you don't know the camp frequently like as usual. But you don't say so many things then. You take and deep, not in partisan way. Because some of who they follow you, me particularly why they follow you, if they analyze things tangible. But what you look at today, what is happening at Sierra Leone? This is not democracy. When Superman they talk about this MTC money and stuff, that's private legacy in marriage. Now, how they come under rain, under sun for demonstrate what's across Europe. The election don't get a result. How about that? How would they go allow somebody take election? You allow for me to continue the talk of 2028 for God's sake. You go that way. This is how we all responsibility, Mr. Prince. We all have to stand firm for what to correct the wrongs now. Forget about go to APC, SAP. Now 1% of their that they they're not even less than 1%. What about the other parties there? What about the other view people there? What about the ordinary people there? Which then they can't make laws for we for kind inject like into where the parliament? This parliament not democratic. This sort of parliament is this parliament, it even binding. Because look at it, if the election fraud from the end, how do you say the parliament also the parliament is not fair? Because the election is not right for the people. The president is take the election. So therefore, look the PR system how they encounter. So they can't begin to make laws for we. If we take their laws, they have to that. So
but Adelwin, I will call you back. Yeah. Just hold the line, please. Yeah.
If we can't take their laws there today, this parliament, we not organize, we not get anything. We'll see what happen at this parliament here. We'll see the fraud system what happen at this kind of parliament. And that kind of parliament they can't endorse law for a whole country to affect the other demand tomorrow. How could think wisely, Superman? Please,
okay.
The people then together.
No matter they can change the constitution.
Hey, now bad precedents this brother.
Okay.
We could talk the fact. We could be honest time.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Mr. Prince. And I just want to say, good talk for Imran. Of course, he's right what he say. But we not look at the money. So don't get more than what money.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you very much. I will continue.
Many thanks, Mr. Ahmed. Many thanks for your kind compliments. Really do appreciate that. Okay. Fambulem, there are a few people who are still calling, and then we try to get them before we go back to the studio, guest them. In the meantime, this is not TNN podcast. We get over 100 people and they watch we live right now. And we encourage if this 100 plus more people and share to their family and friends, the number will double because this is now quite a very interesting conversation we are having. I see one of the caller them, here very interestingly, in a post we not normally can talk publicly, but I think this conversation touch them in some regard. So let you hear from them. Caller, if you can just say where you calling from, your name, and what you want to say, please.
Yes, good afternoon. My name is Delwin Thomas, and I call from Northern Ireland.
Wow.
A quick point. And this morning to me, good friend Imran T. All of your submissions there not actually articulate what the alternative would have been. So we had a political impasse. Both APC and government of Sierra Leone went into a negotiation. If they did not do that, what would the alternative have been that would have satisfied both parties? So that's the first thing. The second thing is you keep talking about the people. Well, the people in Sierra Leone are almost evenly split between SLPP and APC. So if one come out, the other one, they come out. So when we talk about the Sierra Leonean people, we need to accept the fact that the way our politics is structured, it's almost down the middle. And the only way we could have gotten out of the political impasse was through a tripartite process. And the thing is, both APC, government of Sierra Leone, did the negotiations, they came up with their recommendations, and unfortunately, we as APC, MENA APC, our hands are now tied to whatever we signed up to. We might not like it, I don't like it, but it is what it is. So we have to accept the reality, and we have to make sure that what we have agreed to actually works. So those were the only two things I had to say. But thank you guys again for a fantastic program.
Yeah, many thanks, Brother Delwyn. And I'll take one more call, and after that call, we come back to our studio guest them. So please, just one more call. Thank you for your patience. After this call, we will come back to our studio guest, and in the meantime, we will ask Imran T, just waiting the last call, I say, where he also exercising at the chat room, waiting for be the alternative, because it seems for opposed to waiting Supermed to say in terms of reconciliation and waiting the party agree to. Okay, caller, if you can just state your name and who side you call from, and then the floor is all yours, please.
Yeah, right. I'm sorry because I don't know. But the program is a fantastic program, and I see both of my colleagues or comrades, they do very well. You see, this program also leads me that the beggar mentality and the dependence here we will get as Sierra Leoneans or even Africans. It lead me to all who will say so today. First of all, family will not put on this side. These people don't know from the one where they go see this person and back. Everything sit up, they speak English and grammar, we will not need. And it's not something that we need anymore. English and grammar from the one who cannot.
Oh, God bless you, sir.
No leadership at all. And I lead me to Usa with this. Like when people over there, we just talk. For say, now we don't get like deadlock. Waiting at the alternative. The alternative all, he'll keep on being safe. Will not agree. Look at the everything goes on. Everything that they for beg for everyone. For them beg for everyone. That they for talk say we don't win this thing, give me up. You put that clearly for me and no say yes. But anytime we leaders them come on, I also laugh and smile, for something way serious. Like say we'll go for something way gladi. This thing not so gladi. People they don't kill people them. So we will some of people that will get them and kill them for this thing, August and all that kind of stuff. We will not be involved by anything. The question that the protest don't come to law now, say they don't protest. So the leadership not do forget all. I make reach out with this issue. A leader in Africa gets to stand like a leader. A leader in Africa gets to demonstrate saying, yes, are there for the people there. But they let me down. How would they not find who said how would they accommodate? How would they accommodate? We don't know. But for me personally, we still get the chance. Because if we say we not agree, we not agree. And what people do? But just make sure they will not participate in governance. If we don't do that one Friday, it looks like it work, then maybe we. But now that we go big, say we want a real one. That is nonsense.
Okay.
We'll bring something.
Okay. Thank you very much for that contribution. Very much powerful. I've been saying now the last one down the way we take. But honestly, I beg me studio guests them. We just take one final one. One final one, and then we come back to it. This is a very interesting conversation we are having, and the divergence of views, I suppose, for be market going for idea. Them. This is what it is. Two people belonging to the same party but having divergent views. This is good. At least maybe towards the end, we will find a common ground, hopefully. Okay. Let me just continue with Usa Wibinde. So, Superman, Imran, una don't hear the public themselves don't weigh in. Few people don't call and they don't express both pro and con. Some for Superman, some for Imran. But all this mean one thing. It's about the country. Imran, I put this to you, and if you can make a short, please. And this now, which is Superman also they say, in the absence of them mediator they are, or the impasse, if you can call them an impasse, a political impasse, and etc. Waiting will be the alternative where you propose, because definitely there's been negotiation. Yes, it not go your way or the right way, but there are 8 million plus more people. That's alone. What do you suggest? Waiting for be the alternative to which
It
you
is
just have?
not about my way or anybody way, but I don't think it is about APC and SLPP, because these are part of the mistakes and what we don't do now with country. Everything has to be partisan. It doesn't have to be, because we fail to realize the parties that they for serve the people. The government said they for serve the people. Now, Sierra Leone are the only country when they talk about say Mother Bio government. No, now Mother Bio led government.
Okay, yeah,
You know,
yeah. Thank you for the correction, Imran.
You know,
Imran.
at the
Thank
time,
you for
brother.
no, thank you for the correction. But I hope you get me question. I hope you get me question.
I get you question, but I try for put things them for let people are able to conceptualize, you know, the principle why they try for bring to people. Because as you begin to talk about issues them, where therefore do with people and livelihood naturally, they begin bring APC, they begin to bring Samura Kamara, they begin to bring Madabio, they begin to bring Mende, they begin to bring Timni. Let me take an example of what they happen. Now, a country way much bigger than Sierra Leone, Kenya. Kenya gets about 56 million plus people. Salon only gets 8 million. Similar problem when they get now, what we get, now that gets younger, then get a government where the political class totally detached from the people. Then still they go with a colonial enterprise for divide the people. Then. We see what happened 2018, where 1,000 people died. The government and the opposition get the fracas. Then the people in Barantad and support the opposition go ICC. When they go to ICC, the government and the opposition, they make a deal. Without consulting with the people, then pull the case na ICC. This Ruto, where una the report so, it will belong to Raila, the party. Now Raila be there. He cross carpet. He go join how you call him? Kenyatta. He party. He sell out. Now the same thing they happen in our country. As we say so, that need the jump come on, they go on like spider. That need the jump on, they go on like monkey. You know, there is no morality in our country anymore. We not get no political morality any longer. You know, and when they do that thing, they are the people and where they suffer. Now the ordinary man. So what thing happen? 56 million plus population. When they pan, what in they pan? Sierra Leone now 8 million. We get 16 tribes. Kenya, they get 7 tribes. This man, what they call Raila. Now Kalenja, Raila, na Lao tribe he belong to. Then Ruto belong to Kalijan tribe. But you know the tribal issue for this year. The people them not happy with the tax. Then focus on the tax because the tax they affect them all. Because then society we don't get a system where don't make the people and be self-reliant. You know, when person don't taste a good quality of life, you know, for doing again. But Sierra Leone, in we society, we not ever get governments we don't live with people them for their self-reliance level. With people them very dependent and then are grown. You see, man we don't go up, we don't begin to enjoy certain amenities. You know one go down again, no, you know one probably don't are grown. But Salon, with situation with population is, then are grown. And when person then are grown, you know they for don't wait, then are grown. So you find out for say they Kenyan them, then on they up. Then quality of life better. So the governments, they don't give them better education, then they think for themselves and they get resources available to them. So you find out for say, and they come 1 minute, I need for you find out for say the Kenyan people them, when they beg this tax, they don't say they affect them. They don't look at Kukuyu, they don't look at Laos, they don't look at Kilenji, they don't look at any of the tribal issues or party issues. You know when you read them talk about parties, they don't talk about tribe. They came out and forced the government to hear what they're saying. The government don't withdraw. Then now, what happened? The government say, well, I don't withdraw. When I go back, they say, no, people, they don't die. You cannot be killing us and expect to rule us. You should step down. And the more than they kill, the more than they come out. Because the people, get the, how they call them, moral fortitude, which we don't have.
Okay.
That's I don't like me brother at the area they talk now. Let we accept and let we go before.
All right,
How
Imran.
would they go before
Imran.
election not conclusive?
Imran.
How would they go before? How would they go before where this man here we don't breach with constitution from A to Z? Now would they can't left back for implement the things that what they make.
So the question was alternative. Waiting at the alternative.
Waiting at the
I can take up from waiting. You just said, Imran. I need for move on to the other guests. The other guest has been really patient. Yeah, so what you the advocate for is the rising up of the people for try for take things into their own hand. Many people go agree with you, but there will be people who disagree. I guess that's what you are trying to say.
It happened in France, the French Revolution. It happened in the Russian Revolution.
Yeah, but just a quick.
It happened in Kenya now, and you know what I find really dreadful. You know what I find really dreadful now, the fact that Sierra Leone, anything only happen, people feel to say the politicians they know better. They should impose.
So you've expressed your point, Imran. You've expressed your point and decently so. But there is a political cultural difference between the two nations there. There is many tribal elements to the Kenyan politics. Of course, this time around, it looks like say there's a little bit of a difference because of the cost of living crisis, lack of opportunity. But the cultural experience, political cultural experience in Kenya is highly developed and highly sophisticated. We can go back to independence, the fight for independence, the Mau Mau society and other independence. Their institutions are powerful and strong, very strong. They've had elections, they call them off and then do a rerun because the Supreme Court in Kenya say, no, the elections where they can't report for, the reports
this was where I was going.
But let me take this to Supermed. Imran, obviously,
that's where I was going. You didn't allow me to land.
So you want to take all the time? No. You want to take all the time space? You don't know, so we get another guest.
Imran to talk. Just everything at the platform. Let you talk one thing.
But anyway, Superman. Many thanks for your patience. Let's hear you. Imran said a lot today, and a lot it disagree with you. I want you for take the time for see how Imran disagree with you, and most of it, is largely, kind of true. Of course, they opposed to what they say, you opposed to what they say. But the question here is alternative. The Salon people, they want alternative. In the absence of peace, what else? The opposite of peace is trouble, is war. And that's what you're calling for. So let's hear your views.
Thank you very much, Mr. Prince Emil Kumar. Before when you highlight that is very important. Some of we be there where the war be there in a Salon. And believe it or believe it, like it or take it, Salon divided between SLPP and APC. Maybe it's APC slightly beaucoup past SLPP, but there's a division between the country. So we have to be very, very cautious what would they talk then. Who be there where the civil war be there in a Salon? We know what thing may happen. Some people they not be there in a Salon, they're not gonna know. But we know what thing may happen. It is very important. The political party, they don't come together. They don't decide for go into this tripartite, this dialogue. I might not, Mrs. not be happy. I must say it here because I take us na APC win the election. Mrs. not be happy. Waiting come out, na in come out. Now we leader the way we put, something and you waiting and see, so we not see them. Maybe they not get no other option. Like when somebody be they say, waiting will be the option, what's the viable option? We're not going to just extrapolate an issue from Kenya, from France, from whatever country, and put it in the context of Sierra Leone. Like when you say, we own system probably completely there in a different context. We have to be very, very careful. The world are there with what you want there, now two different things. This now realist the argument. They said, how do you get for treat the world, how the world day? Not to wait till you wish the world for day. So APC right also would so we all not happy. We all heartbroken. We all disheartened. We dispute with the results when we make on a release. We boycott government. We decide not to go court because we don't believe the courts. We do all that. The international community, the partners where we believe in, say, well, also on this, not on a dialogue. They can't meet for dialogue. So una the international community, una self kind side. Then kind side. We leader go, they go arrange. Then come out with the communicate. Some of you will not be happy with the communicate. We will not be happy at all. We come out. But we communicate to people. Say, hey, this communicate will come out so. Now say for lead way. Many people come back say, oh, you get 2028 this, you get this, you get that. Then look how we end up. You know, we got for be factual. It is not just about what we want, what we design, and the reality in front of we.
All right,
the
super.
reality is, who's how we do so now, so we do so. The options are not there. Let me keep running struggle for fair options. Other than what you will get so, what is the next option? The options.
So this is exactly what I be want for ask you. Can we do without the options the way available? Is there another way out of this thing other than what we presently get?
At present, there's no other option. We will not get no other option other than the option of chaos. And we will not go, right now we can't get younger. It's not there for it. But we know when we get in trouble. Other one they set will be in. If we can't get that trouble back, just imagine who's how we go there, we're not gonna know. You know, it will be easy for say, no, go do this. But can you foretell what's going to happen? The Kenya example, they say, so okay, the president abandoned the finance bill. But right now, yesterday, what people do? They're going to loot shop, the protesters, them, some of them. The criminal elements all don't can join. That is moving Kenya back. Kenya owed more than $80 billion. The finance bill was in response to an IMF demand. We all ate IMF. Because IMF and Kikao then cut waiting and quiet. But we can't get what we get. Now, so they don't govern, they don't mismanage the economy. And not a one day happen. You see? So,
okay, thanks for that. Let's take one quick call.
Sure say we manage it to the best of our ability. We don't do it now. Maybe
okay, hang on.
I be need for remote or something now because nobody allow me for that done the thoughts.
Yeah, I mean we get two major callers them on the line quickly. Let's just hear them. Caller number one, Costo, I go call you right back. Caller number one, your name and who side you call from, please.
Okay, Nina tried to join the call from Chad right now. And
I'm not hearing.
Oh, you know the area. Okay, please. Super area. Go ahead again. I say.
Yes, I hear you.
I started working live from Central Africa.
Central Africa. This is how powerful the platform is. From all the way Central Africa.
Yes. So I just want to make few things normal for just add me voice. I'm not talking about politics. But I just want to toe the line of voting Supermed this week. For example, also say there is no alternative except again like voting Supermed say. Now, no, I should say chaos. So even for lead that chaos, they would have the lead protest, nothing. So in the final stage, nothing more they pass voting Supermed is suggest now that the only viable option we need to be right. Because problem is, I'm not going into like talking, I don't want to talk politics, but the only thing I want to talk about is follow we country the and then the one they always tell, where are they? Are they going to lead? Are they going to Freetown? You understand? So this is the problem. So not they pass sometimes somebody come out this now, it go lost people and go lost their lives. You understand? So I make our belief so let us listen to the all minded right to an opinion, but make them look at the sound and logical argument and make people go with that.
Okay, just a quick one to Imran's point. Obviously, Supermed is the pacifist now, and Imran more the advocate for more power to the people kind of approach, and power does not come easily, and sometimes people have to die for democracy. This is just the sad truth. What do you go say to that, Sekou?
Well, power to the people, yes, but again, the structures like structured and all this. Somebody they compare with Kenya, but there is no structure.
Yeah,
the country, no matter how you look at it, the country fragmented. You understand? So, like even hardship. No able bring Sierra Leoneans to a common ground. Say, okay, this now with all interest. Even the hardship way they right now. You understand? So, which means for make we graduate to the level where Imran and beating. Not if they are at the moment. They say they would go inside the no foundation or no, they will crash.
Okay.
And when they crash, there are 4 people in the lives.
Okay. Okay.
So therefore, the only solution was me and the line super. Of course, you don't take me a super medicine, get advantage. Again, I don't want to talk politics, but this is the national interest and national issue. We will not go set more to allow him to go bad.
Okay, Kotoseko, many thanks, and I'm sure you're keeping well. Thank you for your contribution. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we'll talk later. So we get 2 more callers on the line. Fambule and Dia wanna bear with me. 2 more callers on the line, and then we go move forward. Very interesting program. So, caller, will you state your name and where you're calling from, please, and you can make your contribution.
Yeah, I call from America.
And your name?
I mean, Joel.
Joel, which part of America, please?
I don't know Ohio.
Ohio. Many thanks, Joel. Go ahead, please.
I listened to the American ambassador interview yesterday.
Okay.
And I don't follow all the interview there.
Yep.
He talked about the last interview, the one that we involved on the election malpractice, and they don't give some ban, visa ban to some people.
Correct.
But yesterday, he knocked out that one, and the journalists don't even ask him for that. I don't know if we not said the follow up and understand that part.
Yep.
So I really want to know about that.
Yes.
That's not my question.
So I will pose the question. I go pose the question to we guess them whether they are aware and how they see them. Many thanks for that. Imran, you just hear we get from Ohio, the United States. They talk about the visa ban and the interviews then with the American ambassador, where you don't express, some real disdain for, and you are absolutely right. Whether you are aware of the interview and waiting that you take.
To be honest, as I say, I am not interested in anything the American ambassador say. I don't care what's in the content, So I'm not going to contribute anything on that. All I'm saying is politics is local. The local people and get to be involved. And in any revolution, when it take place, leaders then they emerge. New leadership go emerge. But quite a lot of people and when they talk say, oh, leader, no, they, this, that. Now the very people that we not want to facilitate change because one way or the other, now the beneficiaries of the corrupt system with it right now. If we are really serious about changing what we get before we really get for be radical. And if we are being radical, we get for deal with issues that we will bring some discomforts. And we problem will get Sierra Leone, we get this entitlement culture. Everything one can to win a trade, they can't serve we. And life is not meant like that. Okay, Tim man say, oh, sorry, maybe you're sorry, maybe you're to fail to near. That means to say, Tim man say, if nothing cough, if you not swell, I go pitch. So nothing comes for nothing. People and when they don't they expect say, oh, not for replace. There is a lot to replace. We get a lot of young talented people that will not be ever get the chance for expose themselves. But if we get a revolution, people like Steve Biko. Now the revolution, I make people know him. Sadly, he died, but he don't die in history. Nobody would have known about him if Mandela not go jail. When Mandela go jail, young man, young individual with a lot of dynamism, he came out and he filled the space. Okay. Now when things against here happen, now new people and go come forward. But if we just talk, say, oh, nobody know this. We not get nobody. APC not opposition. APC not oppose nothing. Like my brother right to say, we culture in Sierra Leone, even the independence, you win a place. We not fight for them. People in Kenya, they fought for it. They even made a militia group what they call Mao Mao. And we know what in Mao Mao do. They get a lot of losses. Even recently, they paid them billions of dollars for compensating for their losses and all that thing. But the reality is, we not get that ounce of nationalism inside we, where we really need And now this semi and I was supposed to show up. At
Okay,
the end
man.
of the day, we get some inconvenience. If that inconvenience they mean we go get rid of them reprobates they will get as politicians in our country on both sides, APC and MPP. It's
Okay.
about time we get rid of them because they are not serving their purpose.
Let me take one more call and then we go to Supermed. Caller, your name and who's you they call from, please.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Prince. Bin Ahmed again.
Okay.
Listen, I don't listen to my brother Supermed. They talk about the war, where some of we grew with the war. We see the rebel, we go from Freetown, Kono, Kailau. We don't know everywhere in Transketa. We go people and we cut across. So nobody knows if we tell you about the war. Go people the way die. I see soldier man the way die. The young big brother the church, they not the army, they need up to today, they survive. God bless them. But see most of your friends with them, they can house. Boku, they Kono, we all die. We don't see some people who friends will die before we when they launch bombs here. So we know. But what it caused the whole day? Now so now the beginning. What's Imran is a supporter? I know my brother Shep will join from Central Africa. Find is here we should sentiment with Supermed. But not fear. Now what it caused the war? What will go back to the TRC? What we study, some of one we left after the war, they use me when I begin teaching at schools and they use me at least for most of the young while they will be go through the war with them academy some of who don't graduate. So when they make their schools, because I remember when we moved in their schools in put local in West and then did that. Them they could use some of who as young teachers for Meku Kaju brothers we don't go now, but for me they we. So who go we and they using for them platforms a day. But what you cause you watch them is that place. You don't take your time for how long are they follow you, all the environmental issues and what did happen, you don't analyze so many times at this platform. Superman as well, I don't listen to analysis before we be join you now your platform. So it's sadly to look at your own weaknesses and see what you cause you up.
Okay.
And the similar thing I know people that they do today, then we look at an election where they don't go through and they don't condemn them. We don't see all the people who observe the election and say enough credible, enough fair. And Madam we say re-election they lead to war. We don't say it's fair and publicly.
Okay.
So I want to go to say, let Madam you continue, we not get nothing for do, there is no remedy. No, the people then get the right, not a few people, the rest 1% they can't decide for we.
So just a quick one, brother Ahmed. Just a quick one, brother Ahmed, before you go. So, okay. We need for organized reserve. That might take away from what you just contribute now. We need for organized reserve and we need for stand up to Mother Bio. We need for saying no.
Yeah, for correct this.
Okay.
Otherwise, we will correct and tomorrow.
All right. Many thanks.
Bad president for children yet on board.
Yeah, and you think say this not going to happen again in the future? You know, yeah, with another government if we not follow the.
It will happen in the future because of
it will happen again. It will happen. A bad president.
Just like what in the 1961, I wouldn't talk about how Chekika one party state.
Okay, Ahmed. Okay, brother Ahmed. Okay, brother Ahmed. Many thanks for that contribution. I need for come back to studio guest. I really appreciate that. Supermed, of course, you hear all the criticism and etc. But the caller before this caller been the same. The U.S. ambassador in interview the way it on the hold, there were questions about the visa ban list where it not bring up at all, and the journalists did not ask him anything to that regard whether the ban has been lifted or whether it still exists, and there were talks about tribunal. Are you familiar with this conversation? Did you watch these interviews as I suppose you did?
Yes. Thank you very much, Brother Prince Emil Koma. I did, and I think they were saying people are responsible for undermining democracy. They will be held accountable. Unfortunately, the two sides, them, both APC and SLPP, when they come up with the 80 recommendations, they don't put nothing like that there. The American ambassador we say, in the follow, waiting with the decision what we choose. He said not to America they tell voting for duo. America just say support we. So if we both side on the side say we know they include that, I suppose that is why he didn't speak about that. If they talk about the recommendation when they in front of him, none of them not say that they penalize anybody. The 80 recommendation did not say anything about that. Even the divergent views them, they don't mention anything like that. So basically, I think say the idea is that if the people don't get an issue, they not talk about it. That means maybe that issue is not relevant. So I think that is why the American ambassador, in his wisdom, he decided not for Churcham. And also with this, I still emphasize the point. Now with leadership under the erstwhile leader, Dr. Samuel Kaman, and then go into dialogue. Now then come out with the communique. Then from the 8 article there, then get in terms of reference. And unfortunately, that is what we have. Now, what we could do as a nation, as a political party, first of all, we need to communicate to the people openly and honestly. People are disappointed because what they do, bloggers they don't take them upon themselves for give information. We're not to true information. Tell people they say tomorrow, Samuel the Camo, here on the app, no, at the election, no, Manabe the Camo, the Kango, ICCO, all of those, we get the information and they plenty. Yep. Plenty one. Anything happen, you say, oh, Manabe the Kango arrest so. Now this they can do so. I come on, count 50 troops, truck troops, I'm making jets, don't come for all manner be all kinds of good. But that is not true. In fact, that they hurt the people the more. You see? So what do you mean if we say with the APC for do right now with leadership and with general members them for do right now for go back and communicate say would they by this struggle, would they by this fight? So today we not go get what we want. But they make foundation for make sure say whenever they say election as salon, if free and fair, it has to be free and fair. And with international partner don't tell we say then the only government as well accountable. Now they know about the recommendation. The British High Commissioner, he tweets about the recommendation. The American ambassador tweets about the recommendation. European Union tweets about the recommendation. So everybody know about the recommendation there. Would they the chief minister don't come and say the never work right now for make sure say the recommendation there so they implement them because they say agree. Don't forget to the ethics recommendations them. SLPP, APC, they all agree. And when you go through those recommendations, they are very thorough. The one on ECS is going to be overall. The process and management of election is going to be overall. The bodies are very responsible. It's going to be overall.
Let me ask this question quickly. I'm sorry for breaking you through there. So yes, that's not the recommendation, but the spirit of the recommendation, is it being recognized by the government or is it about the future? Because in the middle of the game, the president seemed for the make appointment to people and win at the very problem inside the entire election fiasco, such as people like Edmond, what's the guy name? The one we've been called on the international community saying a rubbish nine and Edmond Alpha. The president renewed in contract and etc.
Yes, that is all. That is all part of that, and just a showcase. Now, make us say with the APC not for take away off the ball. Instead of putting on social media or we bloggers in social media, they give information we not accurate. No, we focus on that one day. Now, the international committee, you get to make the best of what you have. Unfortunately, in this world, me a realist. Me a realist, and realism people like Marsheimer, and Kissinger,
John Marsheimer, Professor Jeffrey Sachs, people of that kind.
Exactly. So they say the world, we all want the world for being in a certain way. But the reality is, the world will never be in that certain way. We all think will be very just, all things will be honest, all things will be fair. It is never going to be like that.
Yeah, so the Bible business.
Yeah, exactly. So let me treat the world like how he deal with we. So now APC will find himself in a catch situation. I know say we leaders they make blunder. That is true. That is true. We leaders they make blunder, plenty one. But they don't do one dumb. Now, if who say, well, because they don't do that blunder,
so that's okay. We will just left them.
So now we move forward.
Accountability, the process of accountability. Super many
so
times.
It's okay. We will just left them. They don't make the mistake. It's okay. It's onky dory. If we move on, everything grandiose.
Yes.
No, imagine the one counter to which you say, I've been just expecting quick,
Yes. They say the options we have as a political party APC. The options we have as APC, they are limited now. Because we not get mechanism for what you will do now. No, so they go against Dr. Samoa. No, you not committing no crime. What you go do? So the thing is what you get out table now. Now for come back and sit down and say, wait, so listen. Now, although what you get, not also want, we disappointed, we had in one. But what you don't then also, at least don't make sure say the 18 recommendation they are so not to the all over, but most of them, the major one them are implemented. Do you not say recommendation they always say if you're not to sim now, you then diaspora, they will say they for allow you for contest if you go there salon 6 months. All of those recommendations are there. Plenty talk about recommendation and then now they even allow independent presidential candidates.
All hogwash. It's all hogwash. They not deal with the issue, the underlying issue. You see, all their recommendations, then they are just symptoms of the problem. We have a problem. We get an elections where not be free, fair, credible, and transparent.
And that's the origin. Fact. That's the origin of the entire exercise. Imran, hold your thought. Imran, hold your thought right there. We will go on a quick break, and then when we come back, you can continue. Fambulem, this is the TNN media podcast. My name is Prince Emil Kroma. Get two very exciting guests then at the studio from the same party but divergent views, which should be truly representative of the country and so if for be. Georgia, a better pass war. Like I say again, we get over 200 people in watch we live on this particular program. But as we come to the final showdown on the program, about 20 more minutes into this program, a very beautiful program, I must say, with huge contribution at the chat room. I want to tell Salon people and thank you. But if the 200 plus more people can just share, probably we'll get 400 people. This is not TNN podcast. Don't touch that dial. So yes, once again, this is the 4th of July. Very, very critical dates in our calendar, i.e. today na America and independence, and also na election day, very precarious election day na the United Kingdom. Obviously, people are making their way for vote for the different party them, and we also exercise that view the particular program. In other words, me the advocates say go vote for Labour. The two other guests them, they say they are Labour, but then they hold back their vote. Supermed say he vote for the Greens because, of course, he's an environmentalist and he believes in our principle. He is also Labour, but at the same time, he protest in vote because of waiting to happen in Gaza, which I completely agree with. Imran T also exercises a similar sentiment, and I absolutely agree with that. But the issue here is, if we stay away, one of the two parties then definitely will stay in power. That not mean say by compulsory you need for go vote. Yes, you can hold your vote back as a protest. I decide for exercise my vote and also for support a sister within my own constituency when I'm at Fambule. So I think say the voting booths, I believe say they're still open. We get a few more minutes. I believe say at 6 o'clock or so then for close, or 8 o'clock tonight because people then can come and walk and go vote. So please, last minute to time appeal, please go and exercise your right for vote. Imran, just before we go on the break, you were trying to exercise an opinion. And when you don't exercise that, I would like for segue into the final end of this particular program. So please go ahead, please.
You know, I hear my brother they talk about issues then for do with recommendations. Then one and then hogwash. They're all cliches, window dressing. Nothing is going to come out of it. You see, the thing is, we always forget this subject called epidemiology, the study of trend. The trends where we get Sierra Leone don't clearly show we say reports them, not a team when they implement. TRC reports, today, we still get radio democracy. We still get all the trappings of the things them way they say for get rid of. Still the function of we country. And like they go on like for say nothing will ever happen. So let us not delude yourself or pretend. All them 80 waiting and day, not single one of them will be implemented. And even when we go on the dialogue, the communique will come out. The articles that we did, they say for free with people, and there's still a language in jail. SLPP no deal with any of them. None of them. Then people them still get this notion, say, the new recommendations them go be implemented. It not get for happen. It not get for happen. So start with Mother Bio, where they say for implement. Now, man not respect the rule of law. The man, now the man where they lead the enterprise of corruption, na Sierra Leone. The man and in your position where he did, he don't talk and clearly say if elections is tampered with, it is tantamount to war. It not means he words, he talk and publicly. Why should it be different now when I wear the other side of the shoes? Why should it be different? You know, now some of them things there we find, you know, there's so much hypocrisy now with community. And they kill some people like we. Because when you look at the whole situation, Mother Bio is the problem. Mother Bio not afraid for war. And when you talk about war, now the South suffer and pass the Northwest. But it look like for saying the Northwest, not for a river war. The South, then they talk them. Then even they parade with the militia group and the vigilante, them, Kamajo. When if it be a crime for let we get to that organization, it's still functional now we country. Then they boast about it. So we are already at war. So I don't know what thing are the pretenses where they go on, oh, war. A reliable, a renowned American politician, when they call Ingram Johnson, he say where war they take place before the first thing where they disappear now the truth. My brother they talk about them blogger them. So start with me not even recognize them. Why I not recognize them? We all say no say blogger and are people that will write online. We own blogger they will get na salon because salon all thing they upside down. We own blogger they not right. Then they can't talk all kind propaganda, disinformation and disinformation. He know that and me know that. I don't listen to them and I don't waste my energy on them. And the very APC party where they support, when me say they support. Now then they sponsor them about them day. I remember where I come out, I call them all, let them come together. Let we get one word. Let we get solidarity. Let we get unity of purpose and direction. Now them very people in day where they call executive, go tell them about what they let them know cooperate. I get facts on that particular issue. I don't want to call names because we don't pass that stage day. But these are the reality. So far me concerned, Salon will not get government, will not get opposition. We already there in anarchy, total anarchy. Now we get this mania where FIBA, a fattened pig for pepper soup. They roam now we country, they misinform people. The American ambassador is not there to help our people. He's there for a purpose. He did it for keep the Russians out. He did it for also be the one that we go get hands into our resources because already American company and they mine Sierra Leone. That is his interest. He not care about the Sierra Leoneans because I can just they expect if not the Americans and they treat so. Enough for accept that. Right now with the Yeri, people and they talk say Biden not for compete anymore because he is not mentally okay. If not Sierra Leone, if the American ambassador talk about say no, now for left and they don't give recommendation. Now for left and they we not go give MCC money if we not pull and commodity. We go left and they.
Okay, Imran.
Because this is what is going on. It's so painful, you know.
Okay,
one thing where I agree with me, man. Some of them bobo there now the very APC make them.
So at least we
spell the name. And this
at least
man
we
is a man
agree.
where that is flamboyant online presenter. He want
So
politics for people in the camp. When
all right. Okay, Imran, many thanks
you know when
for
they
that.
analyze, when they do commentary, them bobo then they not fix the purpose and Uda puts the day. And Mr. also want to comment, but the APC leader, he behaves
Okay, Imran.
police go.
All right, Imran, many thanks for that.
I don't understand what they go on. So me not say we get opposition at the country. We not get government, we not get opposition. Let's be real.
Okay. Many thanks for that. Like I said, I want to segue to the end. But just before I segue to the end, Super, I want to pose this to you. In this agreement with Ngopan, obviously it should have included or involved detainees, especially from the All People's Congress, those languishing in jail right now, speak, and also those that lost their lives. One critical one, Adam Mamiwe lost in life when thugs then go attack the APC headquarters and shoot down Nos Mamiwe Bindede on duty. Were any of these mentioned, or was it considered in this agreement? And if they were not, what really is your take about the issue there was inside? So,
and thank you very much, Mr. Prince Emil Kumar. Very important issue. This is why when the dialogue, when the communique come out, all Dr. Samuel Akama as the principal negotiator responsible. Because first of all, what Dr. Samuel Akama did for that negotiation day, for that women bargaining stick, when I for MP them for going to parliament, he said, make the the prisoner them, then men them drop political cases. Then men them back pay. Now I say, what about the people that we don't die? The likes of Metron, the likes of White Boy, the likes of Evangeline Samson. I said, why are they not? Why are they not? No consideration is made about them. And I come out again and I call Dr. Samuel on that. But then say, Roma say, wait, it's not okay. No, wait, the man, wait, you know, I said, no, I think we said Dr. Samuel Akama, because again, let's remember this. Some people say, oh, now the APC, oh, now this. No, Samuel Akama is the leader. And the box stops with the leader. Now, in are the principal negotiator as well. Now, two principal negotiators we get Shenge, we get Dr. Samuel Kamara. So that the two and they make final decision of waiting for do 30 days. I'm heartbroken. Say, but why would I not mix? At this point, they pay compensation to the families of them people who don't die because of the political beliefs. That never happened. That never happened. And again, the leadership, the leader. What you know? How this come about? The people who say, oh, you know, for calling. No, the leader. Now you're not the leader. Now you're there in charge. I mean, it's a leader. Now you stick your neck in the line for other people. So, but to me, it didn't look like that. I'm so disappointed. And look at the recommendation. Nothing like that, no, did it? Nothing like that. Because I've once see made and tell SPP say, but then people will be dying because of political issue. We not pay the compensation. My SPP say no. Then I go begin to say, oh well, this now don't see now. At least put them at the sports. Or put them at the divergent issues. The divergent issues. Nothing like that. And then not put anything about holding people accountable. And who they again responsible? Who is the chief negotiator? Dr. Samuel Kamara. But me no one come again for begin blame people and blame this, blame that. Because I believe say this thing for camp where we as a party go sit down and begin think about that. Because leadership is very important. If we are not able to get the correct leadership, it go difficult for us to make a way through. So this is the problem now. So me believe so what the APC need for do for reassess, begin prepare, begin push for make. I will not expect say all the recommendation will be actually implemented. This trip, what happens so this tripartite, now first of its kind, no one they happen. We know say some of them probably that we don't get them long time ago. But again, I believe say opportunity don't come. Follow we push for at least some of the recommendations that I come through. And also don't look at party. Because as I understand. We don't party safe. We need to make some serious waiting and corner party and begin to for leader them. We get the temerity, we get the courage for lead. Because this election, we not coming out we and party they will go vote on the election, the result and call. There has been so many things that happen. I remember that 250,000 people when they omit at the register. What did the leader say? He said, no, go. Did any kind of them pull? When you first, you need to see them. When you register, you never go come out. If you register, you never go come out. The leader say, oh, this register. This is better pass the other one.
Yes, government, that is very true. The stealing of election processes and not start on the day where people and go vote.
From 2018, now from 2018 it starts.
Yeah, so many things happen. But again, I don't want to go back to the history of that. So Imran, I put this to you. because it seems like the process still there on, just like Supermed say. Of course, there are recommendations, and those recommendations will have to be implemented. But the implementation process itself, there's so many question marks around them because the party people on the other side are not satisfied, and this is being, said here on this platform. And you can imagine the other hundreds of thousands of people who are not satisfied. But somehow now the agreement this way they don't reach, and it has to be implemented.
Brother,
now
there
you
is
take
no agreement.
Sorry?
They don't agree on nothing. If they be agreed, they will get one report, they get one recommendation. But they all two come out with two different reports, then they get recommendation. Man,
so which one will they give the president?
Which one will they give the president?
Which one will they present the president?
No, SLPP get their own, APC get their own.
No, Imran, one report.
Oh, Imran, I guess we all see that they presented a report to the president. And members say
and
there are guarantors around this report. So not so that Yuki no more between them. Okay? Not to waiting bloggers and they say APC do that. No, there is one report.
My brother, so far me concerned, if they be serious for the tripartite, if they want to forget proper democratic process, SLPP now they not be supposed to do it, but all other subsequent political parties for the day that the tripartite. Not to APC and SLPP no more.
A quick one, Mr. Sheriff, you keep the act for the number. I not think you observe. If you look at the ticker, the scrolling screen, you go see the number there. And on top of that, I also don't put on the chat room. You don't ask them for the number. I don't present the number to you. Look at the ticker screen, the number there. Yeah?
We get recommendations, but it is clear that they end up with disagreement. APC and SLPP not on the same page. How then go inside and so then come out?
No, Imran, they got 80 when they agree, 80 recommendation.
Exactly. You may disagree with the recommendations where they agree on.
My brother,
but it is
you know very well the country where we come out, and Madabio being the man where hold the baton, that baton they not get for pass them. He not get for recommend, they not get for implement any of their recommendations they did. You know, that would be real.
Okay, Imran.
You know the culture where we get now with society.
Yeah, okay. Now, let's agree with you because
now for let go 1 week, 2 weeks, this one, don't forget.
Imran. Let's agree. Let me agree with you in terms of that political culture we talk about. Yes. So my question, therefore, because we end the program, is what is the end game, Imran?
The end game, I feel to say, all of these, the people were not consulted, and in all latest, for let them consult the people them and see what the people they want. Because waiting me, they hear people in the top. Unfortunately, for the political class, are they in a position where people and they call me everywhere in the world, and then they call me from Sierra Leone because quite a lot of people in Sierra Leone right now they cannot speak. Then they go through people like us for talk on their behalf. And what a lot of these people are saying, they not agree to the agreements. The agreements, they can keep them up, they sideways, sun or they shine, but they are not interested in it. And so far they're concerned, they want for let them get another election. And at that position, they mean
okay, please hold the line for a few 1 minute. Okay, Imran. Okay, just get one call away. Don't they insistently call? So the allow just listen to what you get for say. So caller, if you can identify yourself and who side you call from, please, and then the floor is yours.
Well, I'm actually calling from London. My name is James.
Okay, go ahead, please.
What I want to say, can you hear me?
Yeah, we Imran Unaderi, Superman Unaderi, the caller. Yeah, yes. We hear you live and clear. Go ahead, please.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you live, sir.
Okay, brother. What I wanted to say is to commend you guys for putting up a program like this. My name is James. I'm calling from London. What I want to advise all Sierra Leoneans is the fact that we've crossed a bridge here. Let us try to mend and amend, whereby we think the sort of defective stumps are, and move forward. But it seems as if there are people bent on just making things worse. Why can't we grow up, all of us? That's my contribution. I don't have much to say.
Yeah, and I think that's very critical. Yeah. Why don't we just grow up? We've got something and let's take it on and move on instead of point noted, sir. Many thanks, Mr. James, and many thanks for your contribution to this program. So Imran, you were on the floor, and just for continue to wait in the caller say, why don't we just grow up and move on? We've got something to deal with. Instead of the bickering, the muttering.
People are still trying to throw more petrol into the burning bush.
Yeah.
We've got generations that are growing up that have got talents that have to be explored.
Yeah,
why are you guys so mean?
Many thanks for that, Mr. James. Your contribution is very, very valid indeed. Many thanks. Thanks for calling.
That is what we have been hearing since we were little kids. Hey, na for beer, na for take and so. It go better tomorrow. So what Mr. James they talk about growing up, I don't know what's the definition from which he derived he advice. Because he they talk like for him growing up, na for pretend say you not see the wrongs that what they happen around you. And just pretend say everything is hunky-dory. Just move on until you get the next hiccup. We get a serious travesty of justice here. And not for the first time this it don't happen. It's just that this time it's more chronic and it's more vicious. And they don't even pretend. This is the most despicable way for rig elections. It happened in our country. Mr. James say, no, law left farm, law beer, law go before. All the other elections, they may get issues them. But there has not been one like this. So, what Mr. James is saying, growing up, now for pretend say you not see the wrongs that will happen. Well, let me put on to you, Mr. James. The reason why people they grow up, now for make them learn, for understand right from wrong. Things that way wrong, they are immoral. Things that way right, they are moral. Waiting happen. Now a bad precedence. We really disgrace the country. Gambia, when a small country, everybody came together and said, Yaya Jammeh for clear out. It was enough. Now in the person in Kenya, why should it be different in Sierra Leone? Where the people the way they stand say, this issue will not happen. We'll not for push them under the carpet. For once, let we all come as a family.
Imran, that Yaya Jammeh example, I just want to correct and not to the same. Yaya Jammeh announcing lost election.
Yeah, okay. Una hold on there. Una two hold on. Imran, you're going to continue, sir. Sorry. We get one quick caller, very interesting, important. And then you go on. Yeah, caller, if you can identify yourself outside the call from, please. Okay.
I not hear you.
Okay, Kaifala, you need for either increase the volume or you raise your voice a little bit, please. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Una there now?
Okay, go ahead, please.
I say I take part of the 2023 elections.
Okay.
You know, which is Mr. CC. Nobody understand that. Nobody understand that because you know why. The real don't say it's okay. It's okay for what? No, grow. Now plan with what I grow up, we have to make a change. You wait for Mr. P or Mr. What's he called now? Mr. Ahmed. Superman. Superman, where they are at this country, you know, take them there. You know, please. If you answer your votes for your supervisor, bad thing. They defy you because of that. Now, this same mad at you, they don't betray Strasser. We claim back who come, except we don't have integrity. They knew somebody will get criminal record, we take 18 million, then choose them back for this Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone will vote for them. You don't come back, you don't come take election. We just don't say it's okay. It's okay for what? Sierra Leone needs to come out and take this guy out of the way. We need to calm down
Exactly.
Put him out of the way. Put out of the equation. If it assassinate anything, we'll do a make a commodity. We'll destroy that and say
something is wrong. I agree.
I feel like this. How do you go to get out? We want to grow up again. We don't go 10 years in rebel war. We did PN. Now, 10 years mad we did PN. You know, that's say, even after the Sierra Leone, which you know that somebody don't see election.
The day we don't call the election, they don't call me as Kabbalah say. We don't just elect some ballot boxes don't come na giving and until they don't come. Then they don't tap out them. Then we check them out. Before they can make a record of them. Mr. President, we call election. It's a ballot box. They have no open. Say up in the Gambia, on a show that they decentralize. No, Pierre, no, go on. We can't go forward with this. Somebody have to come out and make a change. Change the legislature. When I take the cut off, is it this country is country too. You don't go to the history of this country, how they make changes in this country. To clear just in the killer for. Now the same country can pass a bill in the parliament saying that on the basis of the marriage again. Fatima Bidomsham. Tell me, Mr. Superman, who is done so. Any of the MP thing, when I enter to APC MP, they don't go to this place. They don't go say go, then go everywhere, they don't go, but don't go talk saying talk.
Because I think we got 5 minutes or so, no, so.
I'm not sure.
No, 5 minutes for long end.
Okay.
Mr. Imran, God bless you. I don't listen to you. You don't need to. Okay, you waste your time on these people.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Many thanks, Kai. Many thanks, Kai Fala. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, you're welcome. Okay.
I would like to kind of show one thing. No country don't talk about this. Because even 1 minute before I go away, even the we can do this what's we call this Tripartite committee. Why didn't they call independent people? We have a lot of independence. We see a lot of things. Why didn't they call us for evidence? We have evidence. Why did they come and call us? The other opposition party wouldn't take part. Then be side manager. We don't side manager. We don't say anything. Why did they call us what you want to see during the election? Like me, I campaign, I change because I want to do this street. I went everywhere. So everything with me, then Jerry Ballot will say, same piece when you talk to. Then Jerry Ballot with me, would step the way they have me. Me, but I say, every night the children. I spend over nearly 50 million per now. APC will cry for Christ, but we need to come out and change. Mr. Superman, if you think change, somebody can do this again.
Okay.
APC will do this again 2025, 2028. APC will do this, nobody will cry again.
Okay, Kaipala. Many thanks for a salient contribution. Please keep in touch. Obviously, I go like for bring you come on the platform because you get very points the way you go like for make. And thank you. Obviously, the program need for end, Fambulem. So let me say the program need for end. So let me just say this quickly. Superman, I know say Imran, you've been there on the floor, but we need for end the program and we'll get time and I be one touch on one or two quick issues them to go end the program. Very interesting program, and we'll see the contribution them both on phone and the chat room. Very exciting. Super, I put this to you. Ask Imran the same question waiting at the end game. And the end game, I want to put caveats around and now where they pose this question to you, which is waiting at the APC constitution regarding waiting the APC constitution say regarding flag bearership. In other words, quote unquote, Dr. Samura Kamara in tenure as at this time. He don't negotiate a deal, and at the tripartite, everybody been wait for, and there were expectations of rerun or whatever you want for column, but that is not to be because that not in at the final document drafted. Waiting at the situation, the end game, and Dr. Samura in flag bearership. Does this mean that this is the end and what happens next?
Yes, according to the APC constitution, 6 months after the election, Dr. Samura was no longer the leader, not just a former flag bearer of the party. And again, this new constitution say it can able stand 2 terms. However, this new constitution is also a continuation of the old constitution. So some legal-minded people then say, if not a continuation of the old constitution, that same 2 terms they don't generate from the old one to the new one. That means it's not even qualified for standing again. But that's it left to the.
So what do you say? Because you are equally a scholar. What do you say?
No, well, for me, what I see by this new constitution is that it gives you two terms, and because of the take say law not retrogressive, then they go back. Now the lower then I just continue. But apparently, I'm not able to watch that side yet when I say now a continuation from the old 1995 constitution. So if that's not true, then that means in 2 terms done. But if that's not the case, that means again 1 term more. And that is the good thing about democracy, obviously. But it's no longer the leader. Now the leader of the party, now the chairman. I think we just get an accord because of this dialogue with the go on. But still take that leadership role. So That is where we stand now going forward.
Imran, do you think it's time for Dr. Samura to bow out of the scene and something new, somebody new?
To be honest, if you ask me if I'm being honest, I feel to say then get for clear the swamp. The one old leadership na APC should go. All of them. Because the reason we make it say so, all through this process, the whole leadership and Samura, they pan bone to bone fed. And that was totally and utterly despicable.
Okay, Imran, just for the benefit of time, Imran, forgive me, just for the benefit of time, if the whole leadership or the swamp, as you put them, very good talk there, and for clean them up, what do you envisage, for come in that place there? Because the whole party seem for day in disalignment. What do you see?
We get a lot of young talents. Supermed is one of them. We get quite a lot of young men them way they're academically astute, they're smart, they get exposure. But
you're also critical of Supermed in approach to the issue.
No, but
now you
Supermed
for the
out.
there's an anomaly.
I come.
Okay.
Everything gets good, it get plus, it get minus. Supermed, at least, you like it view or not, is able to come out and articulate them in public. So, not a pretend, not a hypocrite. He not get two-faced. Superman is out there talking about what he believes. The leadership what we get now, all of them, you cannot get them to speak about their position. None of them. So with Superman, if I get for vote, I don't like if views, I don't go vote for him. But the one that what we get now, we don't know if then on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, Saturday or Sunday.
If they tell you good morning, you need to look now the motor and see whether they don't super.
Any of them will bring top can for you. If they bring food can for you for can eat, open the pan first.
Okay.
And they
super. You recently put your name forward for some leadership position, a very big position, here in the APC. And then suddenly, while it became the top of the town, both domestically and internationally, you suddenly kind of withdraw. That's a sign of cowardice. And so I think. But of course, you go get your reason, and I want to give the opportunity to you.
Next time I will tell you that reason. Because time don't go now.
Okay, not today.
They don't be saying a small thing.
Okay.
Which one? Well, let's answer the question I have before we go.
The question need Boku explanation. So time don't know. I go explain them next time.
One final question to you both. And this is about the country in itself in the present predicament where we depend. If anybody not thinks that we're in a political impasse, even though the recommendations of the tripartite has been made, I believe say they live now another cloud, because the recommendation for implement I asked the question earlier on about good faith. Imran, which direction did the country go, or how do you emphasize this entire thing will end? It all boils down again to the end game, and this is where we are. We are descending into something. How we play out, I would like for your minds like you tell the family what do you think in real perspective.
Hey brother, this all is cosmetic. Waiting them they try for do they say tripartite. All thing about this tripartite now for just get people and for simmer down, thinking to say the people and will forget. But unfortunately, on this occasion, it just don't whet the people and appetite even more. People want these questions answered. There is no way. And I'm one of those people. We cannot be treated like fools all the time. We get people them where feel to say Sierra Leone people them not get minds. Even where Samura make a last speech, he can't talk about all the things that will happen, the historic things that will take place. But he not talk about what he go do or what he need for do. You see? So people know this tactics so with politicians in the play. If I may not call them politicians, I call them bunch of criminals. Now rogues them. Now Osusu, then they pan. Where APC come, then share with SLPP. Where SLPP come, then share with APC. And we all know very well say this is just a cliche, now a pretense. Then say they do something. Talking about the APC constitution, after we come out now this platform, then for go burn them and throw them. It is not functional. You cannot believe we get a constitution right now when our SLPP, PPRC, they help for create something when not they work. How you go get a constitution where not allow coalition with another party. That is the reason why Charles Magai go make coalition with C4C. The constitution, I'm glad you when my brother mentioned them. It's a mess. Because you see, politics, you can forget political
well, I mean, then just do this constitution recently, and you advocate back again, then forgo,
no political experience, the thing, because politics is about politics. Then go use so much logic and the rule of law. Forget say political expediency is very important. Then forget that completely. Now we get
Imran, let me shift the final thought, here to Super. Super, one question somebody just asked, which I believe is critical. Is there a timeline for implementing these recommendations from the tripartite? Very, very critical question. I really appreciate possibly I can also throw on to you. But at the same time, I want to let you lump that in with your final word on this entire thing. Yeah.
Okay, quick one. That one of the things that me disappointed. Well, look at the recommendation. That does not seem to be a timeline. And that's, I'm not saying at the divergent side them. So I don't know why APC not come up with them, why SPP not come up with them. So it's not there at all. And but for roundup, I want to say to all APCians them, this 2023, in terms of who expecting Dr. Samuel Kamara to be president or a rerun or an election, that is done and dusted. We now move on. It painfully hurts, it disappointing, but now so God mark. Although some person go on like Richard said, now so God mark. We now move on. We now begin work. We now begin strategize. We now still work with the international community because we not get choice. Along with careful, make sure say at least some of their recommendation they adopt them. So come 2028, we are in a better position for win the election fair and fairly and take back the reins of governance. So on that note, I want to tell you, thank you plenty, Mr. Moderator. I want to tell me co-panelists, Mr. Imran Sila, thank you. And the people who call it contribute, thank you. And the one who they watch, and we're going to
Imran,
I want to thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah, many thanks. Imran, final word, please, in short.
Well, what they say, I totally disagree with me, brother. It is not finished yet because the people have not been consulted properly, and the people are still there in the dark. And in politics, that the people are in at the center. Sovereignty belongs to the people, not to the politicians. The people have been misused. And I tell the people and say to Nusolei, una no agree. Una team up and ask clearly what is going on. We need another elections because Marabio instead tell we for say if them play hanky-panky for any elections, it is tantamount to going to war. So we as the people, we are ready to take it to him. And those who don't want to stand up and fight for what is right, una can bow out. We respect una. But una left for tell we say we left. We not the left. We go on until we come to the end where really supposed to take place. Because this cannot hold. It cannot hold. Come on. The people have been misused. The people in America, they call them grassroots. All man go gaga wet the suits for them. The people that don't refuse for accept for big grass. They step one for big trees. They want for team up like a tree. Now get forests of Sierra Leone, not grass of Sierra Leone. When people go mass dog shit, they can mass pan them.
Okay, Imran, many thanks for that. And Famulem.
Thank you.
This program was broadcasted on 2 platforms simultaneously, and we had a combination of almost 250 live viewers. And I want to say thank you to all the ones that will participate. This is the TNN podcast. My name is Prince Emil Kuma, and today I will get 2 lively guests. Of course, frank exchanges, diversionary views that we see, which is very good and healthy. And Miss Sepsep really enjoy that. But again, we get many other programs that we get for come on very, very soon. Imran, can I say thank you, Superman, as well? But I say thank you to Ram. It's been a while, but it's good to have you guys back. Many thanks, and Imran, I'll be in conversation with you again very soon.
Thank you, my dear brother. It's always a pleasure to be here.
Thank you. Yeah, much pleasure. Time to goodbye until we catch up again. CNN podcast.